simplifier la vie à son personnage.
The art of Disney animation is a comprehensive look at all aspects of the craft.
C'est pour cela que l'on surnomme les
There are demonstrations by real animators. It's all in French, but is simultaneously translated into 5 other languages. Disney's plan was to create a blend of education and entertainment with all kinds of interactive animation experiences.
When you want to draw a cycle or something like this, you have to use the entire arm, all right?
Ever wanted to draw one of the Disney characters yourself?
And after that, we're going to draw a huge banana for the smile, all right? It's a quite...
The Animation Academy teaches you step by step how to do it. Even the youngest of amateur artists come out of the Academy with a positive result.
Mon expression du caractère.
They shouldn't be afraid to draw. I think a lot of kids are a little kind of scared, you know, that won't do it right. And just going ahead and drawing things is a great lesson.
Coming up on Inside Walt Disney Studios Paris, an earthquake catastrophe which will wash you away. Disneyland Resort Paris, in the heart of Europe. If you're contemplating a visit, don't expect to see it all in a day. It is a full vacation concept with 7 themed hotels. You can choose Manhattan Skyline, Santa Fe style, or good old Davy Crockett. The idea is you'll never have to leave the resort. At the studios, first stop is the #1 soundstage. Inside, a recreation of Hollywood's most famous mythical avenue, the Boulevard of Dreams.
It's a street that never actually existed in Hollywood, but always exists in our hearts and our imaginations.
Schwab's Pharmacy was real, though. It was a favorite hangout for writers and actors looking for work. And the Brown Derby was a well-known Beverly Hills restaurant in the shape of a bowler hat, where movie stars came out to wine and dine. The Boulevard of Dreams represents the glamorous public face of Hollywood's movie industry. But if you want to get behind the scenes of the movies, head for the Backlot Express.
The backlot part of the studio, there's a lot of different disciplines, you know, building and carpentry and painters and rigging and electricians, and that's where those guys would come to eat in a place like this. And that's why thematically this restaurant has got such a gritty working man feel to it.
While you eat, you can look around and see any number of movie props. Like the speeder bike from Star Wars Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi. Or the New York models used during filming of the meteor shower in Armageddon.
When they're wrapping up a production, they'll give us a call and we'll go scuttling on down there or send somebody down and see if there's anything interesting that we can recover for our usage.
These full-scale replica World War II American fighter planes were used in the film Pearl Harbor. They were lying around a studio backlot and had fallen into a state of disrepair. After extensive renovations, the planes were ready for exhibition in the park. Then there's the vehicle collection, the envy of any car enthusiast.
This is where we store our star card, and we have a numerous collection of vehicles. We have a submarine from the miniseries Dinotopia. We have an armored truck and a police car from Con Air and Armageddon. We have the Humvee, which is from The Rock. We have 2 different period black and white California police cars that have been used in very numerous movies. We have this beautiful piece with a company with its sister taxi vehicle, which was from Pearl Harbor. And I'd like you to take a look at this Cadillac here, because this is a special Cadillac. It was used in one of our gangster movies, and as you can see, we've adapted it to be appropriate for the scene. This car, I'm sure you can guess which movie this came from. The black and white spots, does it mean anything to you? It comes from the 102 Dalmatians film. As does my favorite, which is the Citroën that was driven by Gérard Depardieu in the 102 Dalmatians film as well.
There's an incredible attention to detail in the park, where, in true Disney style, no expense has been spared to make it real.
We have a lot of movie-making equipment in the park that we use as props, and all of that is real. All of the lights, all of the sandbags, all of the cameras, all of the flight cases, everything you see out there is real. We went out and bought real movie-making equipment to use as props.
The best way to see the park's most prized props, location sets, and special effects scenery is on the Studio Tram Tour. You'll see the massive pterodactyl statue sets from the TV series Dinotopia. The highlight of the tour is the special effects stage, Catastrophe Canyon. The tour suddenly becomes part of a scene. The carriages rock on what filmmakers call a hot set. And a full-scale earthquake is underway. Tons of water cascade down, threatening to wash away everything in its path, including the tour. The major challenge of Catastrophe Canyon was marrying the flames and explosions with a seemingly uncontrolled body of water. Not an easy task for the Disney engineers.
The water effect for this attraction, the way this works is that we have large tanks up behind the rockwork. They hold 265,000 liters of water. Prior to the tram coming into the attraction, they're filled. They're verified to be at the correct height. The gates are verified, everything is verified as sealed and shut and ready for the show. The entire contents of these tanks release and come cascading down these ravines in about a 5 to 10 second time frame. It is quite spectacular.
Water even cascades from above the tram tour in a cataclysmic finale. Then it's on with the tour and another set. This time you're in downtown London, but you can see by the looks on faces something dreadful has taken place. It's battle-scarred and scorched. The set is from the special effects-packed feature film Reign of Fire. In the film, a dragon is disturbed and London destroyed in an apocalyptic battle. Disney's challenge was to pull the set down from its Dublin home and recreate it faithfully in Paris.
For me, the most logistically difficult was the real train wagon that we bought. Real live 40-ton, 30-meter-long train wagon that we bought and then had to clean up, structurally reinforce, paint, build 2 enormous towers for it to sit on because it looks like it's falling off a bridge. And then we had to hire 2 massive cranes, build in special attachments so we could pick the train up and gently lift it down, bolt it down onto the columns. And that was quite an event.
In the movie, computer-generated special effects enhance the scenes. But here on set, they rely on blasts of fire and the roars of a reptile. This is a London you'll never forget. Still to come on Inside Walt Disney Studios Paris, what it takes to make the best theme parks in the world. Disney theme parks are all about family fun. Each park is meticulously put together by what Walt Disney himself termed Imagineers. That's an engineer with imagination. Walt Disney Studios Paris began life as an open field, and the dreams and fantasies of Disney's creatives went to work to build a dream park from scratch.
Well, Imagineering